Is it live? Oh boy. Okay, cool. There's someone in chat. That is not me. Yippee. Okay. To the two people in chat, can you hear me? Perfectly fine. There's no... I could check myself, but it's easy engagement, you know? Man, I have not done a live stream in forever. And I will say it does feel good to sit here. I'll give some time for people to join. Yosh. Awesome. Okay, cool. Y'all can hear me? Hold on. Feel free to ask any question you have. Pin. I don't need to go to my own channel. Okay. Yes, we can hear. Yes. They replied. Awesome. Cool. Why is there a red dot? Is that just on... Okay, that's just on my browser. Oh, it's paused. That's why. Oh, man. Okay, well... My live chat is... I'm having to dual wield. I've got my computer up, and awesome. Okay, cool. Here are my hands. They are hands. Well, I'll give it a few more minutes to have people get in. If you hear me fade into the background, that's probably because I'm moving in my chair. Yay! Georgia content made. I'm excited for part 3 for the final battle. I am excited too. I am currently filming it. I'll give you a little hint of what's happening. This isn't anything super spoiler, but currently there are the boxes for the background because I had to move them out of the way to film this stream. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I love making them. They're so much fun to do. I'm glad you guys like them. Okay, well, knock knock, it's Knuckles. Yep. All right, well, I'm tired of waiting. I've had this thing since yesterday, and I didn't build it yesterday because I wanted to live stream building it because I had nothing else to do. And some people have been asking for a Q&A, and I wanted to do one. So, I need to rotate this. Pokemon appeared in it. Mine is a background piece. If it does appear in it, it'll probably be a background piece because typically these model kits are not good, not meant to be moved much. I have owned some of them before. Get the plastic off. So if anything, it'll be like, oh, look at that cool statue. There we go. Move him out. He goes to the background. So, I got the 4-inch trip figure. There's a 4-inch trip figure? I did not know that came out. And no one told me that there was a trip figure. I'm going to set this as a background. That's not going to stand. There we go. All right, so box. Oh, the eyes are stickers. You think I would know that there was a 4-inch trip figure? I didn't even know the next wave was even revealed. I knew the 2.5-inch wave was revealed, or at least that there was going to be a single card release of the Werehog, which was nice. All right, this is the instructions in color. Where's step 1? Okay. Instructions are going to go off screen. All right, well, thank you guys for letting me know. I guess I'll now have to keep my eyes out for a new figure. Although, as you may have seen, the, was that in a video or is that just an Instagram post? The classic figures don't really appear in a stop motion unless it's a flashback or a Metal Sonic. It's going around on eBay for about £25 in the UK. There's a Metal Virus Sonic. Okay, so I didn't know about the Metal Virus Sonic. I thought it was in stores, and I just didn't look out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that one. It's a but I did also see that there's a Tangled figure coming out too, which I am definitely wanting to get as the the comic book characters are something that would be cool to collect. Oh, it comes with a display stand. Stickers. Stickers are out. Okay. Step 1, we need C6 and B5. This is C. This is B. Okay, so they're color coordinated. Yeah, I have noticed that the UK actually gets figures. Tangled is out. I'm hoping they release Whisper as well. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do like a dual release of them. I would imagine it would sell easy. Okay, so I need C6. 6. Where's 6? There's 6. Oh, wow, that came out way easier than I expected. I did not need those pliers. This is, yeah. Hi, Cruise. I'm going to assume that's how it's spelled. And then B, 5. Now I'm holding B. I have it upside down. 5. Is this 5? Yeah, that's 5. Sup, Epic? It's not much. I'm surprised you guys haven't been like asking me questions. You've just kind of asked me a few questions. Actually, you guys haven't asked me really any questions. You've more just kind of informed me about stuff I didn't know about, which is kind of funny. Okay. Build it like a Lego set. Figure out which way orientation. C8. Do you think Wally West could beat Archie Sonic? Okay, so I'm assuming that is a reference to the death battle that happened. If I'm correct, I assume I am because the death battle. So I don't know much about DC Comics. I'm not really a big comic book fan. I have watched people talk about the IDW run right now. That's why I know stuff about that. I think of what I understand of Wally West and his powers is like he's the best and the fastest Flash. So I would say Wally West would. I know nothing about Archie Sonic. I know he has a bunch of unique abilities, but I don't know anything about Archie Sonic. I own a few comics, but they just have Knuckles in them. That's about all the Archie comics I own. C6. Wait, C6, B6. What was that? Will we get another season of Sonic Corruption? Well, if my phone wasn't being used as a camera, I would happily show you something that I have been working on behind the scenes, and I will definitely show you. Oh, we made his chest. That's cool. I didn't realize. Yes, we will be getting another season of Sonic Corruption because I have thought of so many things I wanted to do or keep doing. It's like, oh, and it will fit into the naming thing. So Sonic Corruption will still be a good name to use. Oh, we put stickers on these. Nine, and it goes on the left. I just got really close to the camera. So if you heard me breathing, I'm sorry. Where is Movie Sonic currently? Oh, wait, hold on. I skipped. I'm not a DC fan in general. The figures look pretty cool, but I'm not interested in them. I'm assuming you're referring to the DC Sonic figures. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. And I'll probably get a few. I'll probably get the Sonic and Shadow. And maybe Knuckles if they do make one. Okay. Strongest Sonic. I'm assuming that's referring to Archie Sonic. There are DC versions of the Sonic Cast, yes. Where's Movie Sonic currently? Drop the chest. So currently, Movie Sonic is sitting in my basket of Sonic extra figures. In my universe, he's in his own universe right now, chilling. Well, I wouldn't say chilling. His best friend is, well, I guess Shadow is kind of, universe hopping. Will will it be Sonic villains or Dragon Ball villains that Sonic faces off again? So I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. Building this and answering questions is hard, but it's fun. No, I'm not gonna tell you because then that's spoilers and that's pointless. I mean, hopefully you saw the end credit scene of episode 9, C2 and C1. That's the big pieces. Yeah, hopefully you saw those end credit scenes and you could guess. Feel free to theorize about what's happening next. Why was that? Actually, that's probably a question something I should address. So this goes in here. It's crazy how bro hasn't live streamed in over a year. Yeah, that is because I just kind of didn't feel like live streaming or had anything to live stream. I haven't really bought any Lego sets, and I did live stream on Instagram with the BioLizard and Tornado Lego sets that came out. I did live stream with those. It's just I did it on Instagram just to kind of see what Instagram live streaming was like. Let's just say I did not enjoy it. YouTube is more fun. So he is just chilling while Shadow is having a death battle with Neo Metal Sonic. Correct, because I made the series and I'm currently drawing blanks. Oh, this is half his face. Wait, is this is his face? Okay. Wait, is it? Oof. So yeah, currently, Metal Sonic or movie Sonic is vibing in a different in his own universe. C4, guys. What does C stand for? Ha 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 ha. Cookie Monster. What if you started making custom ninjas? Okay. Are you asking like custom figures or making my characters as ninjas? The BioLizards. This September. Currently, it has no release date because I haven't finished season 1. It'll be out when it is out. There shouldn't be a huge delay. What does I need? C14? That's C10. That's C14. So there won't be a huge delay. Custom Sonic villains like Jason, Nazo. Ow, sorry, I'm poking myself trying to get this piece out. How's it to connect? Okay, there we go. So my thought process on customs is that I haven't really trust myself to make customs, nor do I want to pay someone to make customs. I have thought about it, at least a little, and it would be cool. I do think a custom Nazo would be kind of fun to have, just for video making purposes. Okay, I need the off-camera, steady hands. Oh, that's actually not as hard as I thought. Wait, that person? What is this? What does that mean? Wi-Fi experience. I don't know what that means. Nazo versus Sonic. Yeah, Nazo would be something cool that I actually would like to make. I just have no experience with making customs. So I will show you the most I've dived into custom making. And we're modifying a figure to make it more accurate. Do I have my shadow on hands? Ah, yeah, here he is. I'll set down. So it's actually my shadow figure. I'll have them since I have my figures on hand. So normally, these black lines on the back of his shoes are not normally painted in. And I just did that myself because it's just a black marker. And I did that twice. I did it on both of my sets of shadow shoes, so they look accurate together. Don't know how long I kept those on there for. But yeah, what was the next question? Do you have any plans on ending your Sonic universe or keeping it going forever? You know, sometimes you just never know. I think I've mentioned this before, in all honesty. Wait, where's that piece? Hold on. I'm focusing back on building B13. Oh, wrong side. So, ending my Sonic universe. It's not really something I've thought about, in all honesty. I enjoy making my stop motions, and as long as I have time to do it, I'm going to keep doing it. Like, I haven't felt burnout like some people have, and I haven't been like, oh, I don't do this for money, and I don't, well, I mean, it's not entirely true. I do make money off YouTube, but not like it's my job. How does this go on? So, like, yeah, at some point it will end just because I no longer have time to work on it. But at the moment, I mean, as long as people are willing to watch it, why stop? How does this connect? Not there. Am I stupid? Yeah, so there's no plans on it ending. Or like, if the worst comes, okay, this connects. Can I break it? No. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try something. Oh, I know this ain't gonna happen and would be way too hard to make, but imagine Neo Metal turning into Metal Overlord for the final battle. Okay, so that... I hate to tell you this, guys. Charmy will not be appearing at this current moment. Because I don't own the figure. That's actually the one figure I don't own is Charmy B. And it's really annoying because... Oh, I finally got it on. Let's go, guys. Yeah, no, I don't own Charmy. That is like a figure I don't own. Guys, look, it's his head. Yeah, I don't actually own Charmy B. Really unfortunate. That I looked for him everywhere. I asked Target employee after Target employee. I got nothing. And it is the cheap. I like someone was selling it for $20. I'm like, I'm not paying $20 for such a small figure too. I hope. His head doesn't go back that far, do it? Maybe it do. Hold on. No, he doesn't have ostrich body. Oh, maybe it's just not that tight. Okay. It's way too rare. Hope Jax will re-release it or make a 4-inch scale. Yeah, I was hoping they would make a 4-inch scale similar to Cream size, because I'm pretty sure they're... Excuse me. They should be similar in size. At least in my opinion. There shouldn't be too much difference. So crazy thing is that Charmy sells on eBay for $50. Yeah. Look, if you guys... Wait, what pieces do I need? Sorry, got distracted. So, like, if you're wanting a rare figure, I can only tell you just to wait and hope to find it in stores. That's the only advice I can really give you. because you should not pay those prices on eBay. In all honesty, they're just those are people who are trying to take advantage of the people who collect them, which is like me and other people. And where I have the power to go to Target 8 times a week and hunt it down, some people don't. Which are these the exact same foot? I'm just gonna take this one. Can Sonic fight Godzilla? No, he cannot fight Godzilla because I do not own a Godzilla figure. Now, if you're saying like what if fight? Yeah, I think Sonic can fight Godzilla just because Sonic has fought way worse than Godzilla. Oh, I need to put stickers on his toes, which is such a weird thing to do. Yeah, be fair, for Charmy, any Charmy figure would probably be fine. I mean, Charmy's voice is easy. I've already thought of how I could do his voice. It's simple. I will talk as high as I can go, and then just add a filter where he goes even higher. So, I mean, Charmy will have a squeaker voice because he's a bee. And I was like, so loud. Ha 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 ha. Charmy bee loud. I don't know why I'm making... Okay, next foot, hold on. Can Sonic fight Godzilla in hell? I mean, he's not the Doom Slayer. I don't know really where you're going with that. But I mean, sure. He could, but why would he? You guys have some funny questions. I will say though, I got this black Kyurem plushie in at some card store that had a bunch of Pokemon plushies, and I will say it's the only one. Godzilla in Hell is a version of Godzilla. Oh. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a version of Godzilla that was from hell. I don't know. I don't know enough about Godzilla to say if Sonic can or can't. I think really it ultimately becomes, oh, when does Sonic go super, and then boom, fight's over. That's usually, in my opinion, when Sonic's fighting. Insert characters like, okay, so when he goes super, it's all over because that's pretty much like he's untouchable at that state. In your animations, every time you use a supersonic form, Team Sonic 3 pack, do you use the Supersonic 2 race? Okay, hold on, I need to reread that question. Because that's actually an interesting one. Because that's actually part of the topic I want. That's actually part of a video or something I wanted to talk about in this live stream. So I'm glad you asked the question. A question I actually wanted to answer because I assumed some of you had it. Ooh, clear plastic. One second. Where are my little clippers at? Okay, let's see. Let's read this question out loud. In your animations, every time you use the supersonic form, from the Team Sonic 3 pack, do you use that as Supersonic 2 or do you use that as Hypersonic? Okay, we'll take a little break. Hold on. Actually, lightning effects will not help my point. We'll set Black Kyurem in the background. Where's my other Supersonic? Here we go. So I'm going to try and explain this the best way I can. So here I have my two Supersonics. left is the 3-pack one, and then this is the regular version one. So on the right, this is just regular supersonic. Nothing special. Everything a supersonic can do. That's pretty much it. Now this, I specifically make a point to call full-powered supersonic. So what this pretty much is that Sonic is pretty much doubling everything. Strength, speed, while also draining everything twice as fast. And it's just but he can only use this sparkly version form when no one else has gone super with him. So it's a purely, I'm by myself, let's see what happens. And so, no, it's not Supersonic 2. It's meant to be full-powered Supersonic, in a sense. I forgot to do something, and I just look at the instructions. So, no, it is, I use it just pretty much, I guess you could say it's more of a Supersonic 2 in a way, and definitely with the most recent video of him adding his little lightning boost. Speaking of that lightning boost, so Kaioken, yeah, pretty much. That's actually a good way of putting it. Minus the whole, oh, it's gonna, like, damage your body part. Actually, I just did this on accident. It's just like, bruh. Oh, stupid focus. Stupid focus is not helping. Yeah, pretty much like a multiplier of strength. And the delayed on my stream, I just looked over. It's really funny. Anyways, back to building Black Kyurem. Does this? Yeah, it gets built first. So yeah, the forms are different. If Jack Specific would like to release a version of Silver and Shadow in that ability, I'd give it to them too. But unfortunately, they don't like printing money. And then I make his arm. Rip his arm out. I know I asked this before, but will Mighty or Ray appear with the Chaotix? Mighty or Ray, I feel like, are interesting cases of figures. He does have a little... Oh, wait. His head moves with his arm. That's interesting. Got distracted from the question. At some point, yeah, I will. They're not like, I don't want to use them. It's just, they're kind of hard to use because they're, when compared to the other like 4-inch figures, they're just like got so wonky proportions. And now, of course, I'm saying this as like, I like keeping things somewhat streamlined, and then I'll have Sonic just stand next to Goku and whatnot. So it's just like, I mean, I'll probably use them one day, yeah. They may just be background characters. I don't think I have the box on hand, but there's one of the backgrounds I use that has a missing poster of them. So, yeah. What was I doing? Oh yeah, building Black Kyurem. I just took him out. Come on. Give me this. Any other questions y'all have about specific choices I've made with the show? I'm actually curious, like, what questions y'all have of, like, creative decisions I made. So, like, having the super Sonic full-powered state. So, what if you made a DBZ series? I haven't really thought that much about making a Dragon Ball series because ultimately I don't really have... The Dragon Ball Z characters I have is very limited. And, I mean, the strongest villain I have for Dragon Ball Z is, I guess it's Goku Black, actually. But, like, I also have, like, Ultra Instinct Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so it's like I don't really have, like, any villains, and nor do I really get many of the expensive Dragon Ball Z figures. This guy's a lot smaller than I expected. That's kind of interesting. So, I mean, probably not. Although I will say of a joke that has been canceled, well, I guess canceled, but has been scrapped like 4 times that I've wanted to do, but just haven't, is so the joke I wanted to do was have the Goku and Vegeta you see in the show are actors who pretty much play Dragon Ball Z characters the universe of Sonic. So they pretty much play TV versions of themselves. And I thought, oh, that's like a funny. But I ultimately have not done that joke due to the fact of where I am currently at in the series. It might come back one day. We'll see. Okay. What if you made it? Now, if you get a modern Mighty or Ray, yes, if there are modern versions of the characters, I'll use them. I think Ray's got a cool character design. I know they have like modern designs in the Archie comic. Get on there, you tiny little piece. So yeah, they'll definitely be used if they have modern designs because I have no reason not to use them. Look at them go, guys. What a great figure design. So stupid. Okay, after Sonic Corruption, that's part of it. Sonic Corruption is just going to keep going until I decide, like, oh, I need a new series name. Sonic Toaster Strudel. Coming out after Sonic Corruption Season 20. Guys, that's a joke. Don't actually assume that's the next name in the series. The Sonic Toaster Strudel would be kind of funny, like a baking show. What do you think of Hypersonic? Hypersonic is cool. I mean, I don't really have a way of doing it due to just how the character is needing the Super Emeralds. B15 and 14. Oh, the big pieces. I like how Goku Black is Trunks' version of Eggman. What do you mean by that? I'm confused. Are you talking about like an actual Dragon Ball Z, or are you talking about like in my universe? Because Trunks is in the present because I like his character design, so he's not going to go in the past. And if not past, future. He dancing. Oh. Okay, I got distracted again. Oh, wait, there's stickers that go here. In these wings. Why? Why would they do that? Like, it doesn't add that much detail. Like, I guess it's blacker, but like, or darker, but like, blacker? I don't think that's a word. Oh, I completely forgot to look at chat. Why do you diced two Sonics? Okay, that's an interesting question. Why did you decide to have two Sonics? Are you talking about universe-wise? Please elaborate. So, like, how there's two universes? The movie version of the character and then the video game version. Mr. Laserman, please. Oh my god, I just absolutely destroyed that sticker. You can't see it because of this wing. I can pull it out. Look at this. That is so terrible. Oh, why did I'm just gonna leave it. Oh my goodness. That is awful. Awful, awful, awful. Get these pieces back in here. Oh my goodness, that is so bad. Ugh. Okay, where was I? Building Black Kyurem, right. Mr. Laserman, please elaborate on when did you decide to have two Sonics? just like the two universes or owning two figures. Yeah, that's right. I answer this question now about Eggman. When will you free him? What if I told you Eggman is already free? I think it's episode 7, episode 7, when Neo Metal and 3.0 go in to break into the prison and free him. What if I tell you he freed himself when he said, "Time to activate Plan 3"? I just knocked over a light. What if he's already free, already plotting his next scheme? Because that's what he's doing. I'm not lying. That's actually what he was doing, and I was planning on revealing that. But like, in a funny way. But yeah, Eggman's free. He's out there. What's he doing? I don't know. Well, I mean, I do know. Actually, I don't. Actually, I don't really know. Now that I think about it, I don't really know what he's doing besides vibing. How does this thing attach? I swear I built this wrong. Or no, I didn't. Did I? We'll find out. We'll find out together, guys. Yeah, Eggman's free. He's living it up somewhere. That is actually funny. I've actually not used Eggman as a main villain in my own series. He's always been... Oh, I did build this wrong. Sorry, focusing back on the build. Yeah, so Eggman has not been actually used as a main villain for a few reasons. For starters, because I didn't own an Eggman figure for the longest time. So I couldn't use him as a villain because I didn't own one. That's why I think I called it... It's after episode 6 of The Adventures of Sonic and Shadow. When Tails became... Tails is the frontman of evil. That's why... it's the Infinite. When Infinite showed up. That's why I used Lego Eggman, because that was the first Eggman figure I had to use. So I was like, okay, he's going to be the main villain. Okay. Could you redo my previous question, because I wasn't here? Your previous question, I wanted you to elaborate on. When did you decide to have two Sonics? I assume is what you're talking about. So elaborate. I need more information on, like, what do you mean by that? Because I own multiple Sonic figures, so I was like, is that what you mean by two Sonics, or like two Sonics in my universe? Will 3PO be enemy of Sonics forever, or will he end up like Neo Metal? Okay, I just pictured a Neo Metal Sonic 3.0, and that honestly would look really cool. The black and yellow design. Oh man, shoot, now I wish I knew how to make customs. I also wish Neo Metal Sonic wasn't like a bajillion dollars. Like movie and game universe. Okay, so that was a very simple decision. Actually, I can easily tell you why I did something like that. It's because I started collecting with the movie figures. The first Sonic figure I bought towards getting back into collecting Sonic figures was the 4-inch movie Sonic. And I was like, okay, well, I like movie Knuckles, so I'll get movie Knuckles. And I was like, oh, well, let me start my stop motion. Oh, I don't really have many Sonic characters to play off these guys. Okay, I'll just get... I'll get a video game Sonic and have the clones trick him into thinking that that their Sonic is a bad guy. And then that's when the two universes were born. Make sense? Well, I'm pretty sure... Okay, Eggman is probably hiding in a bunker again, just like when Mephiles was around. Well, I mean, you could be right there about Eggman hiding. He is hiding, of course, because it's kind of all he does in my show. I really need to do better stuff with Eggman. Now the question, I'm pretty sure, what if you hired people for your next series slash next season? That is a question that I have probably answered. Actually, I don't think I have answered. It's because but it's got such a simple answer. I don't have money to pay other people to do stuff. I don't make a lot off YouTube to justify hiring other people, and I would want to pay people not like table scraps. I would want to pay them like at least a decent amount. I think I'm done. Yeah, so I just don't have money to pay other people to do stuff, and I'm not really wanting to be like, hey, will you do this for free? To me, that's just like, no, why would I work for free? I mean, if someone's like, hey, want to collab together and make like, okay, how did I? Oh, no, why is he going backwards? That's weird. Ta-da, he's done. Look at him go. He's got epic dance moves. Came up in my mind too, yeah. I don't think you have to pay. Not hire, just have people audition. Like this. So I'm not sure. I have not talked. I probably should ask him, like, yo, how do you get other people voice actors? I assumed he paid. I just assumed he had a big boy job that paid him loads of money. I'm messing with lightning effects. I assumed he paid because just how many people he has. Where did these other stickers go? I have no idea. I assume he paid people. I could be wrong. Simple as that. He could have just so many Sonic friends. A lot of my friends aren't into Sonic. They listen to me rant about him when I rant about him, but like that's about it. And I'm thinking of having him do some like cameos, like, oh, you're a background character. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't really have money to pay people, and if I've never been like, hey, audition to voice characters. A problem I also had was when I had my friends do some voice lines, is that I would have a video done, and I would just need their voice lines recorded, and I gave them like a week to work on them, and it became that night. I still have the night of the deadline I gave them, and I would be like, hey, I need your voice lines, and they were like, oh yeah, here. So that's another problem. I probably just had bad experience with working with people. Okay, I need a stretch. This is a Dr. Pepper I'm about to open. Oh, it just got launched everywhere. Proof is Dr. Pepper. Oh. Anyways, sponsor me, Dr. Pepper, please. No, don't ask them. I don't know what this. I want no spoilers. Okay. Why is Knuckles your favorite Sonic character? This is a very simple reason. I don't know. I just remember liking Knuckles as a kid. He was the first plushie I bought of Sonic, or got of Sonic characters. No, third. I got a Jazzwares classic Sonic and Tails when the 20th anniversary came around, but Knuckles was always one of my favorite characters. How much progress has been made on episode 10? I don't know. Percentage-wise, I'm going to give you 2,500%. I don't know. I've worked on it a little. This live stream, I did have to take down my set. I'm trying to get a song to work perfectly with a scene I have in mind. So I haven't really... what I'm doing is I'm editing that part to see how far along I would be into the song to have it end right as the scene I want to end. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a music to line up perfectly, so I'm having to edit out of my normal range. So I would say it's on good progress. Hopefully there will be no copyright issues. Yeah, I hope so too. I think I know why my last video got copyrighted had a problem. It has to do with that specific version of what I'm made of. Or it could be all Crush 40 songs. I'm not sure if y'all know this, and I had to remind myself of this. So apparently, currently there is an active lawsuit between the lead singer of Crush 40 and Sega, over who actually owns the rights or owns Live and Learn, pretty much. And he claims that Sega has used Live and Learn without properly paying him and whatnot. I'm not too sure on the whole lawsuit. But yeah, so I think that's part of the reason that it got copyrighted. None of my old videos have been struck with a copyright problem, so I'm not too sure on that. I just burped. But yeah, so hopefully we avoid that issues. Oh, and obviously because I know everyone loved him, here he is. Actually, I'll go ahead and spoil. This is the main villain for Season 2 of Sonic Corruption. I'm kidding. He's not. Actually, you know what? I want to do this because I saw it. Like, look, we can do it. Start a poll. Oh, that's not sneak peek. Oh, that's not how you spell sneak. Peek at something in Season 2. Okay, before I end the stream, start poll. I want y'all's opinion. I just started a poll for the first time. Oh, wow, like, there's only like 3 people in here. All right, quickly vote. Wow, that was all. Is that seriously everyone already voted? 100% yes? No. Can I vote on my own poll? No? That's funny. 3 votes. All yes. There is a 4th person watching. I'll let them vote. Actually, I'll give them a few seconds to vote. Okay, they're not voting, so I'm going to end the poll. Wow, you guys wanted yes? All right. Let me grab it. Actually, wait, where did I put it? I don't know. Oh, shoot, where did I put it? All right. Once I find it, it should be in this basket. Ah, here he is. All right. Oh, shoot. I'm so good. Okay, here it comes. Boom. Take this information for what you will. I hope you all enjoyed the live stream. Hopefully we do this more often because I actually enjoy doing it. But yeah, see y'all next time.